This is Earth, the planet and our solar system that we live on. However, our planet is not on a good path for continuing to sustain life. The Earth is facing the accelerating detrimental effect of climate change, also referred to as global warming. Well, what exactly is climate change? Climate change is defined as a long-term change in the Earth's overall temperature with massive and permanent ramifications. Climate scientists believe that this isn't caused naturally by the Earth, but by human activity. Earth's atmosphere consists of gases such as oxygen and nitrogen, and other gases known as greenhouse gases, like carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and methane. Incoming light from the sun hits the Earth's surface. The Earth absorbs some of that energy, hitting the surface of the planet. The rest of the energy gets reflected. Some of the energy goes back on into space. The greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide trap the energy and set it right back to the Earth's surface, heating it up even more. This is known as the Qinghai Effect. Now, a little Qinghai Effect is natural to the Earth and is a good thing to have, but the large Qinghai Effect can be catastrophic, causing a lot of the energy to stay in our atmosphere and heat up the Earth at an accelerating rate. Some of the main human activities that emit greenhouse gases are fossil fuel burning, animal agriculture and deforestation, and waste and recycle pollution. Burning fossil fuel like coal, oil, and natural gas as well as gasoline for some of the largest pollutants of carbon emission. Not only that, but when fossil fuels are burned and that gas is mixed with heat, they create smoke, a thick air pollutant that is highly toxic.
For example, breathing smoke is so thick and heavy that you can't go outside without some form of surgical mask or breathing filter. This massive amounts of excrement produced and livestock farm emits toxic gas such as hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, and methane into the air. Methane is 23 times more effective at topic heat than carbon dioxide, and roughly 80% of this emission in the US come from animal waste. Over 56 billion animals and globally raised every year for food purposes, 8 times more than the human population, and 8 times as much waste adding emission to our atmosphere. Land used for growing animal feed and raising animal for food use are staggering 30% of the Earth's land mass in 2006, and the food production in that case had only increased since 7 football fields worth of land in bulldozed every minute to keep most room for farm animals is the crop that feeds them. Bulldozing land and deforestation not only emits greenhouse gas, but it gets rid of plant, tree, and forest things on our planet that actually absorb carbon dioxide. The more we deforest our Earth, the less carbon dioxide it can absorb from our atmosphere. Solid waste, landfill, and some of the largest pollutants of methane gas in the United States. The average person produces 4.3 pounds of trash per year. That's 1569 pounds of trash per year for one person. With the 7 billion people that live on the globe, that's 11.6 trillion pounds of trash dumped into landfill every year. But how do we know that our human activity is the cause of accelerated climate change and not the Earth's natural process. Our civilization produced a devastating 40 billion tons of carbon dioxide last year, which equals 700 trillion cubic feet of CO2. That's a little more than 100 small equivalents of CO2.
Is enough CO2 to fuel the entire Grand Canyon 5 times, or is the equivalent of 90 million Empire State Buildings? The largest natural pollutant of the Earth are volcanoes. If we take the largest scientific estimates of carbon emission produced by volcanoes every year, that's 500 million tons of volcanic CO2. But that's not even 2% of the nearly 40 billion tons of CO2 that our civilization produced. Over the course of thousands of years, our climate goes through a natural climate cycle of carbon dioxide being absorbed and released into the atmosphere. But once the Industrial Revolution clicked in, burning fossil fuel became the necessity of manufacture and production plants, and the CO2 level shot up violently. Have not slowed down. The Earth has not seen this much carbon dioxide in atmosphere of millions of years. Our planet with the greenhouse effect is like a red tub being filled with more water than it can contain. Eventually it will fill up with more than it can handle. But why should we care about global warming and climate increasing? The Earth's temperature has risen 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit over the past century, and is projected to rise another 0.5 to 8.6 degrees Fahrenheit over the 100 years. Animals and plant life are struggling to adapt to this condition for survival. If even one species grows extinct, it can create a domino effect, with the food seen to living plants or animals means to living humans. Rising temperature make the Earth's ocean become warmer, which cause something now as ocean acidification, with a rise or excess level in the ocean from the carbon dioxide reacting with the salt water. Ocean acidification harms animal life and is what's causing the death of the Great Barrier Reef. This is a problem because about 1 billion people use ocean life and their main source of protein.
Since the oceans are becoming warmer, the polar ice caps are melting, which had caused over 65% of the polar ice cap to melt since 1979. The Earth loses on average 400 billion tons of ice each year. That's why a giant block of ice 4 miles long on its side, 64 cubic miles that melt and is handed to the ocean. Ocean filled with too much water in the shoreline in Louisiana cannot hold all the water, and coastal regions get flooded and destroyed. Climate change also causes more frequent and intense natural disasters such as hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, heat waves, and drought. So the question is, how do we stop it instead of burning fossil fuels? We need to convert to renewable energy such as solar and wind power. We see much zero carbon emission when operating. More solar energy from on the Earth in one house than on the energy that all civilization consume in 1 year.
Human activity from pollution to overpopulation are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us. The main cause is the phenomenon known as the Qinghai Effect. Gas in the atmosphere, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbon, let the sunlight in the bath keep some of the heat from escaping, like the gas wall of a greenhouse. The more greenhouse gas in the atmosphere, the more heat gets trapped. strengthening the greenhouse effect and increasing the Earth temperature. Human activity, like the burning of fossil fuel, have increased the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution. The rapid increase in greenhouse gas in the atmosphere has warmed the planet at an alarming rate. While Earth's climate has fluctuated in the past, atmospheric carbon dioxide has increased to the level in hundreds of thousands of years. Climate change has consequences for our ocean, our water, our food sources, and our health. Ice sheets such as Greenland and Antarctica are melting. The extreme water that was once held in gases causes sea level to rise and spill out of the ocean, flooding coastal regions. Warmer temperatures also make weather more extreme. This means not only more intense major storms, flood, and heavy snowfall, but also longer and more frequent droughts. This change in weather poses challenges. Growing crops become more difficult. The area where plants and animals can live shift and water supply are diminished. In addition to creating new agricultural challenges, climate change can directly affect people's physical health. In urban areas, the warmer atmosphere creates an environment that's trapped and increases the amount of smoke. This is because smoke contains ozone particles, which increase rapidly at higher temperature. Exposure to higher levels of smoke can cause health problems such as asthma, heart disease, and lung cancer. While the rapid rate of climate change is caused by humans are also the ones who can combat it. If we work to replace fossil fuels with renewable energy sources like solar and wind, which don't produce greenhouse gas emissions, we might still be able to prevent some of the world effects of climate change.
Solutions of climate change. Civil engineers from the Solutions Project calculated that we could power most of the world with only renewable energy if we just actually decided to do it. If we cut back on people or stations, not only does that reduce the amount of fossil fuels burned, but there will be more plants and forests actively absorbing carbon dioxide. If we use more reusable and renewable resources, this will reduce the amount of energy needed to create new products. This will also reduce the massive amount of landfill dumping. That we do that ourselves, like great efforts and healthy ideas. But how can I help personally right now? You can drive an electric or fuel-efficient car, replacing your regular car with the Toyota Prius. The average person can prevent the emissions of about 1 ton of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Now we are can't afford to just buy new indifferent car. So to help you can walk or bike, take public transportation or if anything else of the accelerator and make your car as efficient as possible. Use anything efficient life bulb. Use only a fraction of the power of incandescent light bulb. Either you process instead of using power gasoline machine like dryers, turn off electronic or lights when you're not using them. It's last miss or not miss at all by replacing an omnivorous diet with a vegan diet. The average person can prevent the emissions of about 1.5 tons of CO2 into the atmosphere. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and of course space. Knowledge and concerns of climate change. Remember, climate change is very real and is drastically affecting plants, earth, our home, and although we are the problem, we can also be the solution.